Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the AVS show. My name is Charlie Dior.
Yavi.
I am Glitterati.
And I'm the Manny Man.
And yes, if you've been tuning in all week, then you know that we have a new co-host. One of our new co-hosts, Ms. Glitterati.
Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me so much life, darling.
Yes. Yes, everything is great. We're getting along for now. But she's awesome. And how are you feeling? How's your experience been so far?
Amazing. You guys are spoiling me, Seth.
Hey.
Really?
Hey.
Hey.
It's Virgo season, so I'm feeling it.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, so I'm not feeling this because today's topic is crazy. But before we dig into that, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and also after the show, go on our Instagram and follow us at the AVS show.
It's like we're all in sync. It's like
We
black and
are.
gold theme going
We
on.
are.
Great minds think alike, and we didn't even
telling
plan
you.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's unpack this. Lady goes viral on Twitter after she advises men to not leave their women when they catch them cheating. This was hot on Twitter. People were agreeing with her, and some people were disagreeing with her. So I wanted us to discuss this because it has to do with relationship and cheating. So do you agree with her? Do you not agree with her? And let's talk about it.
First
It's
of
a
all,
resap. If you're cheating on me, it's done. There's no going back. There's no going back and forth. Because once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah,
So
but that-
I'm sorry. I don't care, man, woman, unless we have an open relationship that I can do me and you could do you, then I'll stay. But if you're cheating on me, no matter if it's a man, woman, or whatever, there's no say. I mean, people forgive and there's the greater good and all that nonsense. But the suspicion is always going to be there.
But before we even dig to that, what is cheating?
Exactly.
Like,
That's what
let's
Here we
define it.
go.
Let's
because that's
define
a phrase.
cheating.
Once a cheater,
So
always a cheater.
what do you define as cheating for you?
I think that there's mental cheating. That's when you are texting somebody, calling somebody, when you could be calling the significant other.
Cyber.
There's, when phone sexting and all that stuff, that's cheating to me. And also just, getting in the act, kissing, spending time with somebody when you already have somebody in your life. I think there's so many layers to cheating because sometimes some people can just have sex and it's not as serious as when they are just giving that emotional being of themselves. So I think that cheating is multi-layered, and I think everybody has their own definition of what they
cheating.
will count as cheating.
What do you define as cheating, Yazzie?
Exactly what she said. Just like she said it, there are different types of cheating: being emotionally attached to someone, sexting someone, or having sex with someone, kissing someone. It's again, different layers of it, just like she said, and everyone has their deal breaker. There's some people that when you kiss someone, they're out. When you have sex with someone, there's some people that might be okay with you doing it, and other people that might not be okay with you doing it.
For me, the way I define cheating is if you're not going to do it in front of me,
I like that.
it's cheating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you understand what I'm
that's it.
saying?
That's-
So
that
yeah,
wraps it up.
if you feel that comfortable hugging somebody in front of me and doing that, then maybe you're not crossing the line. But if you're doing it behind my back, that means when I find out it's gonna piss me off, or it's gonna break my heart, and that's why you were doing it. So for me, that is cheating.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship with someone, right,
Yeah.
and they don't physically cheat on you, by being in the act with someone else, but let's just say they're always mentally thinking about someone else, or they're mentally having sex with someone else, is that cheating?
Mentally having sex with somebody else.
Fantasizing.
Like
Can
you're
you fantasizing?
fantasizing. Like let's say they're at work and they've never had sex with this person, but every time they see that person, those thoughts cross their mind.
But that
is
for
that
me,
cheating?
okay, so maybe cheating, but it's not a deal breaker.
Okay.
It's not a deal breaker because for me, there's a rule when you date me. You can look, but you cannot touch. So you can fantasize about whoever you want to fantasize about. You can look at them when they pass by, but once you start touching, that's when you transfer the
So
feelings
they
from
could
them.
talk too, but they just can't touch.
We all talk. It's okay to flirt. There's innocent flirting, so you
So
can
I
talk.
could, I could make comments like, "Ooh, when I catch you in bed," and it's fine with you as long as I don't
Talk is
actually
cheap.
do it.
Talk is cheap. At the end of the day, we all talk.
That one is not even deep.
Yes, talk is cheap. But what do you
if
define
you
as
are-
cheating?
Cheating is giving your time, your attention to someone else when you're in a relationship. Sexual attention most of the time to someone else. That's why
using
there's
sex.
cyber cheating, emotional cheating, and physical cheating. So I don't know if that thought could be emotional cheating, but emotional cheating is also depriving the person you are with the attention, giving the attention to someone else. But that's not even the one I want to ask. The one that I really need to know, that's why I'm on this table, is if you are with somebody and you guys are dating or married, and privately you masturbate and the person does not know, is that cheating?
Oh wow, you don't
People
layered
do
it.
that all the
You
time.
have
Is that
layered it.
cheating? That's what I'm asking.
Sexual fun, isn't it? It's fun.
I'm just gonna.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, you masturbate privately. Your partner does not know about it. Is that
It's cheating. Of
I don't
course
think it's cheating. No.
How is it not cheating?
You don't want her or him to know about it because he or she might not accept that, knowing fully well that you pleasure yourself without him or her. Is that
Okay,
cheating?
so
That is
if
cheating.
That is not cheating. That isn't cheating
I
at
don't
all.
think it's cheating
No.
because if you are pleasuring yourself, but at the end of the day, you still give me the no.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, at least you are still satisfying me as well.
Exactly.
But you are free to play with whoever you want to play with, including
but you
yourself.
know, there are some people, when you pleasure yourself, you think of other things.
Yeah.
You might even be watching porn. So, or you might be fantasizing on that guy at work, and you pleasure yourself.
That is cheating.
That's cheating.
But is
How
that a
is that
deal breaker?
cheating,
Does that
though?
make you want to leave your man? Does that make you want to leave your
Once a
husband?
This is a different
always a
level, though.
cheater.
What she said was that if somebody literally had sex, right? Is that what she's talking about?
She didn't say sex, but she said
Cheats on
cheating.
you. She just used the word.
Basically saying, just apologize and be a better person.
I think
That's what she's saying.
I had a girl once tell me that she has sex with other girls on her husband and she doesn't think it's cheating.
Because it's opposite
Wow.
sex.
Because it's the opposite
that's-
sex,
that's
that it's
ridiculous.
not cheating.
That's cheating.
But that's what I'm saying is that there's so many different layers of it. Listen,
Yeah.
I just think point blank that men and women were both not born to be monogamous, and that's it. And
Wait,
that-
both or just
both?
men?
I don't think that we were born to be monogamous. And every 7 years, everything about you changes. Every 7 years, from your height, your weight, the food that you like, literally everything about you changes. And one of the things that could change is your attraction to your significant other,
Ooh,
for
you
men
said
and
it.
women.
So then why leave the person? Okay, listen. So this is it. If you're not interested in your partner anymore, if you are, like you're saying, things are changing, you feel like you need more and your partner is giving you less, leave the relationship. Why then
Be
cheat?
honest.
Be honest about it. So why
Be
then
honest.
cheat?
Because that's just how society is set up. Like, for example, if you're Christian, you're Muslim, you're not leaving.
Yeah.
Some, like when there are kids involved, there's some. I know plenty of people. I have a friend, and the wife knows. It's almost like an arrangement. He's like, she knows, she already knows. We're staying married because of the kids. Monday through Friday, he doesn't even live at home. He financially takes care of them. They're good. They have like a beautiful mansion in Westchester, all of that stuff. Monday through Friday, he lives with a totally different woman.
And she knows.
The wife knows. And then
Well,
on the
that's-
weekend,
I don't think then there's cheating.
not
Then.
cheating.
You know you are in it. You are in the situation.
Okay,
You know what you're
I
getting
don't
out of
know-
it.
I don't know.
Emotional cheating.
I don't know how much the wife knows, but the girlfriend definitely knows the real deal. But the wife, I don't know how much she knows, but she does know that the marriage is basically she's only married to him because they have kids.
Have you ever been cheated on?
That's a whole nother story we're
I
gonna get
have.
to in a second.
I have.
But
That's why
I
you were
can talk
so
about that.
angry.
Yeah, talk
go
about
ahead.
it.
Okay, I
Let's talk
have.
about
I've
it.
been cheated on a couple of times, right?
And you left every single time.
I left every single time
did?
because one of the excuses that somebody said the person cheated on me, and they said the reason they cheated on me was because I just seemed like I never needed them. So they dated somebody who needed them because I'm an independent woman.
So they-
I
they
got
fully-
my own, right? So I didn't need them. I wasn't always like, oh, I need you. I'm like, well, I'm trying to build myself. I'm trying to grow. So you're gonna cheat on me because I don't need you? Did that make sense?
When
Wait,
you
but-
say cheat, like had a full-blown relationship, like taking the other girl
Had a
out
full
for
blown,
dinner.
took the person
or
to
did-
a hotel, had new,
So you don't
all of
believe
that.
you don't believe in
All
second
of that.
chance. You don't believe in second
Second,
chance.
so
Once they
okay,
cheat, you
I'm gonna
leave.
be okay. Let me be. I did give this person, try to give them a second chance. Then I looked at their phone and they were still communicating with that person and everything. That's why I don't believe in second chances anymore. Because the thing about it is that even after like they begged, they cried, everything, I took them back, but they were still doing the same thing. And then me myself, I was erratic. I was checking everything. I was checking everything from there, like where they were going. Did they log on to Facebook? Are they that person? Like I was obsessed. It became like crazy.
But
I
Yazzie-
became
I'm
crazy
sorry,
with
yeah.
it.
But Yazzie said something about the humans that we are not monogamous. So to me, if you leave
I
every
disagree
time,
with that.
if you leave every time somebody cheats, it's like leaving your country for another country because it rained, because it's gonna rain everywhere.
It's
That's what she
cheating,
means.
raining.
No, I'm just giving an example because if she says humans can't be monogamous, which I
disagree.
don't agree
We
with.
cannot only
There are
penguins,
certain
it's a
people
fact.
that
Do a
don't
research.
cheat.
Only penguins.
But what I want
Only
to say about
pigeons.
second chance is that there are certain people that are actually really remorseful for what they did. Some people cheat.
I've not come across them,
This is one.
I-
Some people cheat and then they actually let their partner know because they couldn't live with the guilt. How about that? If I let you know that I cheated and I can't live with it and I'm sorry, would you still break up with me? Not because you found out, but because I was really sorry.
There's still going to
So
be
would you give me a
consequences.
chance to actually do the same thing you did?
Yeah. Because
Would you let me get my hall
Timani,
pass, my
no,
free hall
my
pass
personality,
to
I
deal
will.
with somebody else?
I
and
don't
then-
know about you, but I will. That's
so
my
first
kind
of
of
all, I
person.
disagree with what you said about human beings can be. People are doing it. There are people that have been in relationship with one person for a whole
Since they are
because-
teenagers.
hold on,
Since they were
You,
teenagers.
because they're telling you that they're not cheating doesn't mean they're not
Okay, so
cheating.
my father did it. My father and mother did it. So what are you trying to say?
Okay, I
Excuse
don't
me. My
know.
point is, there are people that are doing it. So the difference between us and animals is that we can think. We
Right.
can think and we can control
Well,
our
But
emotions.
Charlie, how do you know what happened? Not that I'm even like questioning your family, but how do you know what happened? Because you don't know every step of your mom and your dad in those points,
But I
right?
understand that things happen. I understand that, but I'm saying that. So there's nobody that has been in a one relationship for a long time.
I don't
Is that what you
believe
guys are
that. I
telling
would
me?
love to talk
Who
to
are
them.
you? Who are you in your lives?
I would love to
You
talk to
have
them.
a bunch of cheaters in your life.
I would love to talk to them. I would love to
sex
talk to
addicts
them.
in your life.
Clearly.
The funny thing
But
is,
talk to me because I've never cheated.
No, but Charlie, let me
so
be honest
what's
with
good?
Have you been cheated on? Okay,
yeah.
then. All right.
I don't
Okay.
know about your parents. I don't know about your parents, but most times on the census, the people that have lived, the couples that have lived longer to like their 90s and 80s,
cheated.
one of them has cheated,
And
And
they
you guys
made
are
up.
saying on record it's a fact.
Right.
Yes.
I don't believe
If you
that.
keep running, you
Research
keep
shows
living
that
only
forever,
one- you can't give me
forever,
one
forever. You never
example.
stay in one
So
place.
you guys are telling me Obama cheated?
Of course.
Oh my
It
goodness.
just hasn't been captured.
I don't know
He's
about
good
that.
at it.
He cheated on
He's good at
Beyonce.
it.
Come on. Even
Did
Halle
you see
Berry
him?
got cheated on.
Did you see him flirting
Come on,
with
like,
that white
let's
lady
be
during when
real.
they were in South Africa for
No,
Mandela's
Obama
funeral?
cheated?
He was flirting
No.
so hard. His wife looked at him with this razor
That
stare.
was just the way they wanted you to see
Well,
it.
I'm just saying. The
Listen,
thing about it is that you never know.
Besides penguins, I said pigeons earlier, so I wanted to correct
Pigeons.
myself. It's not pigeons, it's penguins. Penguins, like according to science, penguins are the only living beings that are able to stick to one partner forever. I haven't cheated.
I need a
I've
penguin
never
in my
cheated
life.
on a
I'm a male
boyfriend.
penguin.
I've never
I need
cheated,
a
but I've
penguin.
been cheated on. I have never cheated on a boyfriend, but I have been cheated on. So
So you've not been in a relationship and then flirting with somebody else. I mean, it goes back to what you
I
consider
mean,
cheating.
you know what? I'm a Libra, so I'm a natural flirt. Like even you, like sometimes I might throw a
Excuse
flirt
me, what
at
do you mean even me?
because we don't look
she's
at each other
true.
in that way.
No, she's like even you.
Because I'm just saying you're like my
Sorry.
brother, but
Okay.
not like I flirt with my brother. But you get what I mean.
I
I'm
get
a
it.
Libra, so like, and I make like the
There's a
worst
Libra that cheated on
jokes.
me too. Mm.
And
Oh,
you know,
what
There was
about
a
Taur-
Libra
what about-
that cheated on me
What about
too.
Tauruses? You like Tauruses?
Taurus cheated on me too. Oh, what sign are you? What sign are you?
Pisces.
Pisces cheated on me too.
Oh,
Oh,
she
oh
has
my God.
dated- she
No
has
good.
dated the
No
whole
good.
January
No
to
good.
December.
No
Listen,
good.
You know what?
here's
Emotional
here's
retard.
my rule.
Now
Here's
you be
my rule
dating.
when it comes to when you get cheated on. When you get cheated on, you literally have only two options. The first option is you check out.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you're gonna check out, just know that the grass is not always gonna be green on the
On the
other
other
side.
side.
Another thing is that if you do stay, my brother, we are now in an open relationship.
Okay, because I'm
Just
getting
know,
mine.
like you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna openly do it in your face, but because I tried that, you know what I mean. Like a lot of people don't know this, but I was married for 10 years, and
10
unfortunately,
years.
my husband cheated on me over and over. I never caught him, but it was several other times that the girls, like you know, I had girls calling me, I had girls pulling up to my house, like
What?
Exactly,
These
like
little hood rats is really feeling
all
it these
kinds
days, aren't they?
like
Real
you know what I
confident.
mean, all kinds of shit. And I was
Yeah.
young and dumb, and the first couple of times I took him back, and I still never cheated. But then I realized when you take it back, he's just gonna keep doing it again. And I never trusted him. Just like you said, I went crazy, stalking on Facebook. You want to see whose picture he liked,
Yeah.
this, checking the phone. And every time I checked the phone, girl, I found what I did not need to find.
You see, this is why you don't check. Because if you
I don't even Google
No,
people
this
no
is why you
more.
don't check, because if you look for something,
You will find
you're
it.
gonna find it.
So
Okay,
you're not
but when
supposed
you
to look
get
at all?
cheated on, but when you get
So you're
cheated
supposed to
on,
sit
you
there
don't
like,
trust
okay.
anymore.
if you're gonna do all of those work, go above and beyond searching, FBIing, and doing all of
I-
So
that.
when you got cheated on, you didn't do that. You just took the person back.
No, I didn't take nobody back.
Oh,
I
okay.
got a phone call, you know, and then confirmed everything. But I'm not checking, because if you're gonna do all those work,
You hurt
pack your
yourself.
stuff and leave. Because that means the trust is gone. Because if you trust that person, you're not gonna be looking through his drawers or her drawers. You understand what I'm saying? I was having this conversation with a friend this past weekend, and he was saying that maybe sometimes there's an excuse. So let's say a man is cheating because you're not giving attention, like your situation or sex. For me, there's no excuse though.
There's none.
Do you guys think at least that is excusable? For,
No, I don't care.
There's excuse. There's excuse
Well, give me an
psychologically
excuse.
because we are dating. I have needs. You're not meeting my needs.
What needs?
My needs.
What's your needs?
Sexual needs, maybe the type of sex I like, maybe I like head and you like leg.
So tell me.
Leg. What sex position is leg?
I'm just kidding.
I am asking.
And then we talk about
under
it,
the rock.
right? We talk about it once, twice, 3 times, and you're still not like, because that's not you. Maybe you were brought up in a very religious home. You like, let's go to bed, pray, and then do. And me, I don't want to go to bed. I want to do it in the kitchen and the parlor. I have those fantasies.
on the roof.
You understand? On the roof, in my beds.
Oh my God,
But I'm
you
not
just
getting
reminded
it.
me
And
of
then
something.
I communicate about it with a friend, maybe a male friend or something, or I start having those fantasies and I start looking for that outside. It happens.
Okay.
Let's
So then
accept
when
it.
you explain that to your wife or to your girlfriend, you expect your girlfriend and your wife to at least understand.
Meet you halfway.
Try and understand why you cheated.
No,
You're
to meet me
crazy.
halfway with my needs, not why I cheated.
No, I'm saying, but she didn't meet you with
I
your
mean, don't
needs.
quote me,
Hold
though.
on. Your needs weren't met, right? So you went somewhere else and you got it and you cheated, right? You still expect your wife to at least understand the reason why you did it. At least you have a reason. Right? Because people cheat. Now, my reason for cheating was, honey, you wasn't giving me the nunu. So I went somewhere else for it. You were crazy. For me, this is what it is. If you respect somebody, if you love somebody, and you care for the person, even if you're not meeting your needs, that's why we have therapy. That's why we have somebody
That's
to
the
talk
communication. That's the
to.
communication.
But the communication happening, you're still
That's
not
what I'm saying. When you
are getting it.
communicate, the person should make an effort. If you guys want to go see a therapist, you want
And
to go
this
see a
is the reason
sexologist,
why you
you're
should
not-
have
you're not
sex
getting
before marriage.
anything.
This is one of the reasons why I highly support having sex before marriage, because it is very true. Let me tell you something. People like all kinds of different sex. There are people that like having your toes sucked, all kinds of stuff that I would never do.
Deep throat.
So we need to go through these.
Step on my
You on
balls.
this leg, oh.
We
Wait,
need to
step
go.
on
We
my
need to
balls.
go
Go
through
ahead.
I've heard of
this
that,
before
but-
we get married or before we get serious, so that it is finally clear. Like Yazzie Stush does not suck toes, so that you cannot expect that in a
Listen, I get it.
relationship.
I'm just trying to. I don't think you
understand
guys
what
understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that we are saying cheating. We are talking about cheating,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Some people do have a reason. I'm saying, would
There
you
should
accept
never
that
be a reason. You
yeah,
should-
that's
there
what I'm
should
saying.
never be
Yeah,
a
but there are
reason.
different conditions. That one is you're in your right
My
state
brother,
of mind.
it's 'cause you're a man and
wait
99.9% of
That
you
one
cheat.
is you're in your right state of mind. You did it willfully. You could be drunk or drugged or
Drunk
That's an
Drugged.
excuse, you know that, right?
That's what I mean. But you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time or with your friends hanging out and then you're high or something and then you get whatever, you get into something with somebody, like they call it one night stand.
There's
and
a
then
lot
you
of
feel
scenarios.
remorse.
I feel
Wait.
like you've had a lot of excuses in your
Exactly.
relationship.
Hold on,
You have given every excuse in the book now.
But wait,
now
let me,
they
okay,
think you
but
have cheated. though.
Wait,
have
wait,
you cheated?
I have been cheated on.
Have you cheated?
I have been cheated
Have
on.
you cheated?
Nigerian men don't cheat.
Oh, lie.
I said what I said. Nigerian men
Nah,
don't
lie.
cheat.
That's right. Listen, I support this 100%.
We don't cheat.
Nigerian men do not cheat. They created cheating.
Hey!
That's what it is. They do not cheat. They created it.
So, but let me land though. Do you know, I understand everything, but psychologically, you don't really have to go back to him. But do you know that you still carry that garbage to your next relationship?
I do.
If you
And
don't
your
deal with
next,
it.
and even the
Absolutely.
next guy who is a
Absolutely.
good guy,
You're
who
right.
is not really doing anything wrong, because you all have that experience and everything in your head, you're still gonna put him in a position to maybe leave you because you're gonna
Insecurities.
nitpick everything,
Yeah.
suspect everything,
Yeah.
check his phones, and
Right.
he might not be able to deal
And
with
that's
it.
and that's the reason why no one should ever cheat on anyone. Because before you cheat on someone,
Life,
you need
it's
to
called
think
life.
about all of these things and the repercussions that it has. My thing is, there's never an excuse for cheating. I don't care who, what, when, how. Because as adults, we should have open communication and know what we want before we
Yes.
get in a serious
Yes.
relationship. You let me know what it is. You want an open relationship? Maybe we could do that. Well, you want a sex relationship? Maybe we could do that. You want an emotional relationship? Maybe we could do that. Whatever. But we have to talk about it, and both pages have to be on the same
Same page,
page.
right.
And if you do, and if you, from what I know now, if you do cheat on me, for me, it's two options. Either I'm walking out, or maybe I'll act like I don't know about my brother.
Yeah.
I'll be doing my thing
I will
too.
cheat on you.
Yeah.
We are not going to be in an open
Well, that's
relationship. You know what I
50-50.
mean? And back to what this lady is saying is that a lot of women take their men back after cheating, especially when there are kids involved or
Yes.
there's a
Which I
history.
agree, by the way.
Women
There's money.
always take the man back.
the men don't
Most
take the
men
women
do
back.
not take the woman back
True.
because they are hurt, they are broken,
Ego.
and their
Ego.
egos will not allow them to.
Yeah.
And that also goes to show how weak a man might be in a certain situation or in a vulnerable situation. I even had guys tell me that even if they break up with a girl and the girl goes to date somebody else, they will never take her back because it means somebody else has been there.
Rubbish.
Like, are you mad?
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Like,
I understand what
that's-
she's
that's
saying
rubbish.
about,
Rubbish.
you know,
No, I had
understand
several men
because
to
I
say
understand
that.
what she's saying because sometimes just packing your stuff and leaving doesn't really solve anything. Like you said, you're gonna take that same thing and
It
go,
is.
you know, move into your next
To the next
relationship.
and the
I think
next
sometimes
and
you
the
need to
next.
factor everything involved. Do you guys have kids together? How long were you guys together? Factor all of those things and make the right decision for yourself and for your families. Because there's been in situations where females have forgiven their men and they are now happy. Example, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they seem happy. I'm not in a relationship, but I'm saying sometimes just picking up
There's
your stuff.
$1 billion at
Hold on. But sometimes just picking up your stuff and leaving doesn't really solve anything as well. Okay, now you left. Now what? Now your son is
Growing up without a mother,
growing
or
up without a father and mother,
So can I chime in on
and
that?
that trauma
Can
is
I-
going to lead. It
So
can affect the
can I
child.
chime in on that?
It's still going to affect
Can
the
I
child.
chime in on
Yeah,
that?
go ahead.
Because I hope my sister and my brother don't get upset at me about this. But my dad cheated on my mom constantly, and my mom stayed with my dad for 22 years because she felt like, okay, you know what, we have kids together. That was my high school sweetheart. That was the only man my mom has ever been with up till date. My mom never even got remarried or anything. And honestly,
I
I
met her.
feel
She's
like
beautiful. She needs to.
thank
Very
you.
beautiful and
And
nice.
men would come, but I mean, I think that, I mean, she loved my dad so much that it probably, I don't know, maybe she never got over it. But I think it had a lot to do with us too. She wanted to protect us and do what was best for us. And she didn't want to get a stepfather involved. And she really tried her best to do it on her own after that point. But I think psychologically it affected not just me, but me, my brother, and my sister. And I think it's one of the reasons that maybe I pick men that cheat on me because let's be, I was a daddy's girl. My dad was my world. You know,
But
like
the
I
thing
lived, I
is,
grew up
there's
with my
no-
dad.
let me say
So that's
something.
what I'm
I
saying.
was on
When
the opposite
women
side of what she
stay,
did.
when women stay, sometimes you think you're staying because you want your kid to grow up in a house with mommy and daddy, but sometimes you might be doing your kid more harm than more good.
All right.
And I'm on the opposite side. My mother was the woman that my dad cheated on his wife with.
Oh.
And she
What?
had us. So you think about, like, my mother was the other woman.
Okay.
And
The other woman.
The other woman, and had 2 children. And then my dad really wasn't, he was absentee, of course, because he's going to focus on his family, which would be that.
Yes,
So
yes.
there's the flip side. And how does it feel for my mom, who fell in love with this man, who's married, right? So, like, it's just so many layers with it. Like, the thing about cheating, it upsets so many different people.
Yeah.
Not just the people involved, but the other people, the children, the families. Sometimes families become really cool, then things happen because of cheating. So you have to think about that when you're going to make this decision. What is this decision going to
Selfish.
happen? And also, what if a man cheats or a woman cheats and somebody gets an STD? What happens then? There's so many layers to this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're talking about cheating. So when you're going to make that step, make sure you are ready
Yeah.
for what's going to come with it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no one rule though. Like what I was saying, you have to know your situation, you have to know your family, and do what's best for you. So in a situation where there is kids, my thing is at least think about that as well. When you're making that decision to just pack your stuff and leave, put that into factors and make that decision right, because sometimes it does affect the child whether or not you leave, because sometimes when you leave as well, it affects the child, or when you stay, it affects the child as well. So you have to just know
You
your
should
situation.
just not cheat at all, especially when there are kids. Like, that's just, you should just not cheat, period.
Yeah,
because my brother at 14 looked at my mom and said to my mom, like, why are you here? Because it was that bad to the point that we knew some of my dad's girlfriends.
Wow.
Like, you get what I mean? Because you know, in Africa, like, it's a normal thing. So when you're 14-year-old child,
Your
and my
auntie?
mom said that that's what made her leave, was when my brother said that. Because at that point, it's like, okay, I'm staying for the kids, but even my 14-year-old child know what's going on. And then you have me, where my 9-year-old son looks at me and tells me that he's never gonna get married. And I'm like, why? And he
shoot.
says, what's the point? Like, you and daddy got married and now you guys are not together.
And not together.
You
Oh my
understand?
God,
So
yeah.
there are so many different layers. So you just, especially when there are kids involved in it, just don't do it or be open. And that's why, like my friend, like I respected when the wife knows Monday to Friday, don't call me. She knows Monday to Friday, don't call. At least she knows. And whatever she thinks he's doing Monday through Friday, I don't know what she thinks, but she knows Monday to Friday, don't call. And she chooses to deal with it.
sounds like a
And what
hot mess.
Glitz you said about the STD got me thinking, you can also get married to your own stepsister without knowing, because your father is over there having babies left and right, and now you meet
Especially
this
now,
girl,
yes.
you get married to her, and you find out that that's your
That you're
stepsister.
related.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a Tyler Perry movie.
I'm telling you.
It's like ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
So then how do we solve this cheating thing? How do you, is there ever like a
We should be honest with each other and realize that we
Yeah.
are not monogamous. It's simple. And
There's no
come
solution.
to
We should just be
Yeah,
honest.
like human beings are not monogamous, and adults have to just be adults about certain situations. Like, look, this is what it is, this is what it is, and then just try to be best parents when there are kids involved. I feel like that's there is no solution for it, because I don't think every 7 years we change. It's a proven fact.
Oh my goodness.
Well, but there's something called self-control. Doesn't that come in? Is it psychology?
It should.
Because things can be put in front of you, but you decide whether or
Can
not
you
to go into it.
self-control?
Yeah, I can if I'm not high or, you know.
Exactly.
So that's an
Exactly.
excuse. That's an excuse.
No, but
So
self-control has to do
your
with
wife
your right
don't
state
ask
of
you,
mind. You
why
have to
did-
be in your right state of mind to
But
have self-control.
that's an excuse. Your wife asked you, why did you cheat? I was high.
I didn't cheat.
I was drunk.
I was drunk. That is
I
not an
didn't cheat.
excuse.
No, but the funny thing is I don't get drunk. Once I'm feeling it, I dip.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I
you
think
get
that
tipsy.
the main factor of cheating is that you have to communicate. If I'm tired of you, if you're not giving me what I want, I need to tell you this is not working out. I think that we just stay in stuff because it's comfortable. Because it's hard to find somebody
We
new.
don't wanna hurt
It's-
feelings.
Exactly. It's so many
don't wanna
layers. Like,
start all
you know
over.
why? It's hard. This person knows who I am. They know what to scratch my back. They
I'm
know
invested.
what to do. You're invested. And then you stay there as a doormat, letting somebody just continue doing that to you.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. So it's really about communicating. And if you are going to want to date other people, you say, can we have open relationship?
All right, so let's throw it to the viewers then. Let us know in the comments your thought on this topic. Is cheating ever a deal breaker for you? Why or why not? Let us know, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, and thank you. We love you for watching. Come back. You're watching the ABS show.
ABS.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.